Sierras draw closer. You can see the snow caps in the distance, much like Mount Baldy a few weeks ago. It's a long way away. Pretty soon it'll be a long way away, but behind me instead of in front of me. Just gotta get through the next few days. Okay, Team Rabbit. I think I mentioned to you, I'm a little low on battery. I pretty well got to make it from here into Kennedy Meadows on what I got. And what I got is about 75% on my phone. Yesterday was a pretty rough day. We got up and left at 20 minutes to 5 because every time we say we're going to leave at a certain time, we leave 20 minutes earlier. Me and the team, Doggone and Extra Credit were kind of celebrating most of the way. Their final section and completion of the PCT. At last, Doggone and Extra Credit have completed the PCT. But get across that road, I can see there's no cars coming, so you guys are looking good. And I'm super proud of them. I'm super happy for them. Again, they're my age or a little older, and we got to celebrate those of us who are still, fighting to live every day instead of just sitting back and dying a little bit every day. Got up yesterday, it was windy, and it was cold. The tent was warm yesterday, but it was cold. It was freezing. We actually crossed a little creek that was freezing, and naturally I wasn't dressed for it, so I froze my butt off, but it was really my fingers. Came across a long ridge line, had to do about a 2.5 mile road hike. It was terrible. I hate road hikes. But the tread other than that was really, really good. It was fast. We moved on. We made it the 13.7 miles or so. We made it by about 10:15 in the morning. Waited around for my uncle and aunt to show up to pick us up. They brought Trail Magic. Then while Doggone and Extra Credit were getting ready to go, I had to figure out what my plans were, so I opted to get a ride from my uncle back 0.9 miles back to a campground, hoping I'd be able to get somebody to take me out and get on this trail early this morning. He brought Trail Magic, which I passed out to a few grateful hikers and consumed a considerable amount of myself because I really needed the calories. I couldn't find anybody willing to drive me that 9/10 of a mile back up to the trailhead. So I got to say I wasn't in a very good mood for the afternoon. I felt like I just wasted time. I could have already hiked up this trail a lot farther and been in better position to get to Kennedy Meadows. But this morning I heard a little bit of ruckus outside, and another group of hikers had camped in there that night and were getting ready to go somewhere. So I went down and offered one some gas money to take me the 0.9 of a mile. His name, he goes by Mojave Matt. He's a member of the Sierra Club. There were a couple of hiking groups from the Sierra Club up here. And Matt gave me a ride up to the mountain this morning. And Matt, if you see this, or anybody that knows you see this, can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate it. Now, I'm on my own, so I get to hike my own pace. Luckily, my foot is not hurting as bad today. My back isn't. I really think I'm on my way to healing, but this is the second foot I've blown out, so even though I'm the rabid rabbit, those aren't rabbit's feet down there, I guess, or at least they don't have the same kind of luck. Been hiking a couple of miles this morning, or a couple hours, sorry, and I'm just going to keep on hiking for a while and see how far I can get. You guys hop on, let's cruise along the trail. I'll, at least from my camera, capture some good views, and we'll be talking soon. Thanks for following along. You guys have been a great inspiration. I know I'm going to make it to Kennedy Meadows because of all the support you guys have given me. So thanks very much to all of you. Oh, what's a little uranium contamination? My life's already more than half over. I'm not worried about half-lives. But that's kind of the main water source for the area. And believe it or not, people drink it. But kind of drink it or don't have anything to drink. And so luckily I'm carrying plenty of water, enough to make it to the next water source. Clearly not as much traffic on the trail as we get closer to Kennedy Meadows. Getting near the end of this hike for the day. This is where we're at. And we've got a few more miles to go, not much. Hello, Rabbit Faithful. Today is the first day of the 8th week of our trip. Hard to believe it's been that long. Hard to believe that we survived it all, but here we are. I can't tape much, so I'll get this brief. We've already knocked out most of our trip for today, and it's not even 10 o'clock yet. We only planned 13 miles to set us up for an easy arrival into Kennedy Meadows. The trouble is there's not a lot of camping for the last 18 miles, so I'll have to pick a spot there and pitch a tent really early today. And then tomorrow take a nice easy stroll into Kennedy Meadows. It's been a lot of fun having you guys along. I don't think I would have made it without you. Been through some high points every day and some low points every day, but I'm glad to have had you along. Looking forward to getting into Kennedy Meadows. As you might imagine, I'm feeling pretty excited, and I hope you guys are too. Well, this is Fox Mill Spring, our water source and our home for the night. We're gonna bushwhack back through those bushes. I was told about a good campsite back there. But we had a good day. This is gonna be it for today. We got 18 miles to go to Kennedy Meadows with a big uphill tomorrow. And to start out, but after that, it's just cruising down in. So glad you guys are along for the ride. Let's see what we can do about getting set up here. Why do you suppose people shoot old pickup trucks? I mean, what did the pickup truck ever do? At any rate, this is our dinner tonight. Thankfully, that's not our ride out of here tomorrow. This place over here and across the road, even a bigger section, part of an old mill. I don't know what kind, probably a timber mill. And hidden way back here on this side is a cool little campsite. Now, I ran into my old friends, Panic and Pain, 2 miles down the road at a campground. And they were telling me this place is pretty cool, but it really got cold at night. In fact, they told me it's supposed to snow tonight. Now, I've got a weather forecast on my Explorer Plus, and it says the low is supposed to be in the low 40s with only a 10% chance of rain. So I'm going to stay here tonight. This will be our last night on the trail for a little while. We figure out what's going on with the Sierra. I'm getting a little better at pitching the tent all the time. I've learned an awful lot on this trip. Maybe I'll take a day or so and put together a video of things I've learned. I'm going to shut this thing off and rest a while. I'm tired. All right, talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, this is a freebie here. This is something that somebody showed me on the trail the other day. I've already done part of it so that I won't take a chance of spilling water in my tent, I hope. You can see my water bottle there. See this cup here, I'll put a little bit of water in the bottom, maybe a teaspoon or two. I'm not sure how much to put in. See this little gizmo right here? This is kind of a little fibrous thing. They're called coins. I'm gonna drop that in my cup, shake it around for a minute. You see it's expanding. And what you get out of this is, ta-da, turns into a little gauze-like paper towel, which you can see it's already got dirt on because I need to wash my hands something awful. A pretty cool trick there. You got those little tablets you carry. You can buy them in the hundreds, I think, for a few bucks, and carry them around, and you got a useful little towel. How about that? New trail trick for the rabbit. Well, good morning, May 1st. And I joked about it yesterday, but there it is, snow on the mountain. Now I've got to go up about another 1,200 feet, so hopefully that's not going to impact us too much. But rabbit team headed into Kennedy Meadows. We see snow. Wonder what fell up there in the Sierras. Any rate, great day. I'm super stoked. The trail's in good condition. I'm in good condition. I'm ready to rock and roll. How about you guys? You ready to go? Hop up there on back because we're going to have a trip today. And big shout out to my niece, Lauren Baldry, or Beckwith, sorry, who is doing some trail angeling for a good friend of mine, Sailor, out of Park City, Utah, where I live, and some of her friends. So thanks, Lauren, and thanks to all of you, and howdy, Sailor. Well, is there any irony at all that as I approach Kennedy Meadows, yea verily from even 15, 16 miles away, that we look up and it's snowing? And this is why the decision to enter the Sierra is going to be a little bit tough. They gotta, you know, this has been a light snow year, and you want to go in there at the right time. Even though there isn't that much snow at the elevations we're going to go, like the top of Mount Whitney at 14,400 and Forester Pass at 12,300, the first pass we come to within a matter of days. Even with all that, it's still been light snow, and up there it's going to be deep snow. But the biggest concern is that somewhere along the way you get new snow. New snow's different than old snow because new snow covers up the trail. And even with all of my fine navigation tools and apps, you can't sit there using up all your battery trying to figure out where the heck you're going. It just takes too much energy, too much battery. Speaking of which, we're almost out of battery on this. We're down to 20%. At 20%, I will no longer be able to record, so I'm turning off and heading down this mountain for Kennedy Meadows. Well, the trail's starting to get covered now. It's still snowing. I'm not quite over this pass, but as you can imagine, this rabbit, he got to run before that trail gets covered up. So adios, see you on the other side. Somewhere out here is that little secret they call Kennedy Meadows, and hidden behind those clouds out there is a little secret they call the Sierra. We're almost there now. Only got about 8 miles to go or so. We're getting close, team. Way to go, Team Rabbit. A big cheer for you guys. And the South Fork of the Kern River. Way to go, Team Rabbit. 700 miles, 2.2 to Kennedy Meadows. Let's keep it cruising. Good morning, Rabbit Nation. is, well, it's not part of the hike. Got off the trail yesterday at Kennedy Meadows, met by my wife, picked up. Now I'm standing in Death Valley, which is the lowest point in the United States. That's where we're standing. The rest of it, well, death is a pretty nice term for this. And the plan right now is to head back to Utah tomorrow and try to get a plan. A few possibilities. One would be to wait a little time and then go back in at Kennedy Meadows and continue my trek. Second alternative might be to go somewhere north, possibly to Oregon, to my wife's uncle's house, and do a flip-flop there, come back south and finish that, and then go flip-flop again back up to Oregon and head north and finish up. I'd really like to finish up in Canada. Those are the basic two major options right now, because everywhere's snow. I mean, it's early in the year, and everywhere you go over high mountains, and there's plenty of those on the PCT, there's going to be snow, so it's going to have to deal with it. In the Sierra, it's pretty well socked in. I think I saw the other day some people got off at Kearsarge Pass that had tried to go through, and we're thinking of a flip-flop. So I either wait it out, lose some time, lose some conditioning, or I try to find a place that I can continue and hopefully not pass too much of bad stuff along the way. Physically, I feel pretty good today. I really had to hammer out the miles in a short amount of time yesterday because of the snow coming in, and I did that, but my legs paid a price by the end of the day. Today I've got up, and bottoms of my feet certainly seem to continue to heal and do better. The source of the swelling in my right leg, I'm still not sure about. I had thought tendonitis, but today I found a little bump on there, and I'm now thinking I could have gotten bitten by some insect or something, or stuck by a thorn that might have caused that. I don't know, but it seems to be getting better, and being off of it for a few days can only help. So I think by the time I get ready to get back on the trail physically, I should be pretty good. Mentally, I'm going to have to do some work to get myself prepared again and ready to rock and roll. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Look forward to getting us back out there pretty soon. You guys enjoy your break, spend some time with your family, but get ready, because when we get back on the trail, we're gonna be doing a few miles, and we're gonna be having a great time. Thanks to all of you. Catch you soon. Bye.